Hey, all YouTube. Hey, I just watched this video on TikTok about a question that I saw in there, and I figured I share it on YouTube too. Apparently, there's this thing about how I did under 60 seconds. I could go live and talk about it, but yeah, the whole thing was if video games disappeared for video gamers, and this is a question to all video gamers, what they would do if video games disappear for all eternity. So basically, in that perspective, there's different types of gamers. There's ones that wouldn't care and just go out in the real world and do whatever, probably do whatever else. And then there's the other ones that would probably join the military after because they would play Call of Duty because they know they couldn't visit another alien planet, blah, 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 blah. And then there's other gamers like me that would go completely freaking insane. If there was no movies to keep me entertained, no video games, especially video games, because that's where I take all my anger out on, just like the people who take anger at gym. Now, I have a gym membership. I would go down there, but I don't feel like wearing a damn mask because that would kind of be redundant. Well, kind of stupid because you have to breathe while you're exercising. And I don't feel like wearing a mask in a gym so I can work out and breathe and get out the carbon dioxide that I must be getting out of my system and bringing in oxygen. Otherwise, you're hurting your immune system. But beyond all that, technically you would cause a lot of anarchy and, chaos because those gamers would turn the game from a reality video game into a realistic video game and start going around causing chaos because they can't stand the stupid people. And we all know those stupid people out there that, I'm not saying everybody's stupid, but we all know the stupid people that drive people insane. And, I'm mentally sane to a point, but if, like, when my friend Chris comes over, he states something, I try to explain something to him, and it's not registering that I'm right because he argues with me something I know about, and then he doesn't listen and shut the hell up. And that's why I'm talking about stupid people. Like if I know something about electronic, or I know something that he has wrong. Just like I know a guy on Xbox that tried to talk to me about hackers and coders, which I knew stuff about, but I'm not trying to get all of that. But regardless of that, I was right, because I was there when I'm only 33, but I was there when hackers were in them as at MSN chat rooms and whatnot. So what he's using on Xbox is what hackers and coders both use. But yeah, I was there. So regardless of that, so you're causing a lot of chaos in a little bit of time, and pretty much there's a lot of gamers, so you're seeing a lot of people that would go insane because that's where their anger goes off on, and that's where they take their frustration, get out of their own heads, because some people like getting out of their heads because it's boring in here all the time, or they go insane because they overthink stuff because overthinkers go insane. But I'm not saying I'm going to do that. I'm just saying that's what would happen. It's like taking important stuff from people like toilet paper and everything else that you possibly need to live and taking that away from them is what it's like for a gamer to keep his rage and anger and insane in check, because that's where he uses it at is story mode, online gaming. Life is too boring outside this house before this stupid virus. Now it's even worse. Now there was not many places to go, especially when you live in a small town. So when you live in a small town, not much to do. And I mean, Williamsport might be a medium-sized town, but it's still a small town. But there's other smaller towns like Bob, Pennsylvania, and up towards up towards Jersey Shore, Pennsylvania. There's another place that only has less than 1,000 people in it. And it's shrinking. And then there's ghost towns that only have one person that own the whole town. So, guarantee he has to have some type of entertainment because otherwise he'd go madly insane. And we all know this is true because I know you lie. You're no, 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 no. And then other ones, yep, he's right, he's right, he's right. Because you know exactly what I'm talking about because literally people would go fucking insane. And my girlfriend heard that girl even said, and my girlfriend even goes, my boyfriend would go insane and then he would just go off in a destroying spree, basically. And she just said, yep, from the bedroom. That's a zombie apocalypse happening, or it keeps somebody creating a doomsday device. Or some form of that. I'm not saying you don't do that, but I'm not supporting violence, but I'm just saying that's basically what you would get. This is just what you would technically get from a gamer that keeps himself from going insane and mad and everything else from destroying the planet. Because pretty much we already have enough evil people on this planet. And some of us like to stay good and take our anger out on video games where we like to have it. You know, not all of us would like to go around killing, but I mean, Assassin's Creed's fun. You can't tell me it's not because it's fun just taking anybody out. And then in real life, you can't, you know, it's not a good thing. I'm not ever saying it's a good thing, but you can, in like GTA 5, you can kill cops, FBI's, all that, and basically use a cheat code and poof, it goes away. Real life, you can't technically do that because it's against the law to begin with, and everybody knows, most majority of people know that if it's right or wrong, but that's wrong for killing a real cop in real life because that'd be stupid. But that's what you would get if you took that out of the people who've been playing games since Atari and pinball and arcades and whatnot that's been living off video games the majority of our time. And then you got gamers who actually been playing and made a career out of it, so basically they're out of a job. So if video games go out of the planet, they're out of a job and that's all they ever know. Just like how WWE stars. Some didn't know what else to do after they got out of WWE. Because that's all they ever knew was to wrestle. Some never made it any further in life because they didn't have anything to fall back on. Because that's what they were enjoying and that's what they did for a living. So there's that. And you know I'm right on that one because that's true. That's like taking away a coffee shop. Then you got all the coffee drinkers out there causing chaos.
Exactly.
Because they would go insane too. And see, what would happen with gamers is they would go insane. They'd take away coffee and things that would cause more chaos and anarchy. Even though I wouldn't really do that to my girlfriend, but if I went insane and I didn't know her at the time, that's typically what I'd do. I could take away everybody's favorite things. Like you would take away coffee from people that would cause chaos. If you take, just like those people who depend on cigarettes, that's like taking cigarettes and chew away from people. They would go insane and cause chaos. Just like there's people who drink alcohol. You would take that, major alcoholics. If it's what they like and you can't change them, and you take that away completely for all eternity, and to completely destroy it and destroy any way to make it, they would go insane. And we all know this because that's what gamers would do, and that's what majority of people would do if they had something taken away from them completely. They would screw this, and they go out and take away everything that possibly could make a lot of anarchy and chaos. I'm not saying to do this. That'd be a bad idea. I'm not supporting it, so that way you hear me. But that's basically a theory what you would happen if you take away games from gamers like me and people who rely on that stuff to keep themselves sane. That's what our thoughts would be coming out and singing multiple random anarchy destruction type stuff. But yeah, I figured just to share that with everybody because you know what, I shared that on TikTok. I would do that live, but like you don't get as long as on live. Well, you don't get like videos like you do on here. You can get up to 40 minutes, 13 minutes, blah 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 blah. But yeah, that's basically what you would get. And people like me would take away food, which you know what happens when you take away all food, water. People would go primal, and they would go camel. So that's not just a theory, that's actually a fact. We know that would happen if all food and water disappeared off the planet. They would go camel. After they go camel, they would technically try to find something else to eat. They would eat rocks if they had to. They would find something to eat. You know, it's not good for them. They would find something to eat until it killed them. But, regardless of that, but that's what would happen if video games were taken away. And then there's the other gamers that would just like live role play and just join the army or something like that because they play Call of Duty or something like that because some people can't play guitar. And ones that can play guitar would go play guitar and be a rock star or something like that if they could make it. If they were good at it. But that's only if you had that skill set. Me, I sell, but I also like going on to keep myself from going insane because all the random thought that goes through my head because I literally have nothing but thoughts that run because this part of my brain here is dead. So I pick up every thought at once. So technically that would drive you insane. And that it's hard to explain it, but it's like taking the brakes off a car and constantly have to jerk the emergency brake and not hope you don't break it. But yeah. Or if you're on a train and you're trying to hit the emergency brakes and there's no brakes on the train, you would have destruction. But regardless of that, or if you took where the plane didn't have any engines and whatnot, and you were right in the middle of the sea and there was nowhere to land, you would crash. That's how my brain technically works if all of that combined. To shorten it a little bit. But regardless of that. But I like having fun. But I'm just saying that's what would happen if you took video games permanently away for gamers like me, permanently for good. But regardless of that, you guys have a blessed day and a good day and a good week. Have a Merry Christmas. And I know I said Christmas. You're supposed to say holiday. I don't care. Literally, I'm not a Christian, but I like saying Christmas. I'm old-fashioned that way. I have, technically, as far as I know, we have freedom of speech. I don't care. I hang out with everybody. If you want to say Happy Holiday to me, fine. I'm not going to tell you not to say Happy Holidays to me. But if I'm going to say Merry Christmas to you, that's the way I was raised in that. I wasn't a Christian. I'm not even any religion. I'm actually part of pagans. But regardless, I like saying it. I like having celebrating Christmas and everything else. But at the end of the day, you guys have a great day and see you guys soon. Love you guys. Catch you later.